I know it's an obvious question, but can you just take me back to that moment when you heard your name? Like, what were the thoughts, feelings?
Absolute shock and every feeling and nothing. It was like being completely numb and the world was spinning and you were staying still. I mean, it was incredible. It was incredible.
Now that you've had a few days to process, I don't know, like, how are you feeling? Has it hit you yet?
No, definitely still has not hit me yet. But I'm feeling still super grateful. Just trying to take as many opportunities right now as I can.
When you auditioned with What Was I Made For, I became an Abby Carter stan, like from the start. Like that was the perfect song choice.
Oh
You've had
gosh.
really loyal fans throughout the time on the show. So why do you think people connected with you?
You know, I went into that audition room and just I immediately blacked out. I felt so overwhelmed. And, it's really hard to kind of stand in front of three music legends and then sing for them. So when I got in that room, I absolutely blacked out and I sat at the piano and I was like, I can't think of anything except for what I am singing right now and what I'm saying. And if I can just focus on that, then it should go okay. Um, so I think that people connected with me because I connected with what I was saying and what I was singing. And I think that that's the most important thing for singers to do. It's like you can have an amazing voice, but if you don't believe in what you're saying, it's not going to reach people. And so you really need to feel it. And I'm so thankful that people felt it. I've known ever since I was a little kid that being a singer was what I wanted to be. And for a long time, I didn't think that I would ever get the opportunity to kind of chase that dream. So having all of this support actually means my life. It means the entire world to me. I get to do what I love forever because of that support.
Is there a favorite song or performance that stands out in your memory?
There's a few. I mean, that audition obviously was the audition that changed my life. So that stands out to me a lot. But Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, I think made me realize that I could do a lot more than I ever thought I could. So that was a big pivotal moment for me.
Oh, awesome. That's one of my favorite songs. So again, when you
One
chose
of
it,
mine too.
like, yes, it was so good. It was so good.
Thank you to Luke Bryan for choosing that song for
Exactly.
me.
Speaking of, is there something people might be surprised to know about the competition or like, just how difficult it is?
Well, first of all, I think people might not know that when you're in this competition, you become best friends with everybody here. And you want them to succeed. And every time it comes to eliminations, it's actually not nerve-wracking because to you it's a win either way, whether you make it through or get sent home because your friends are being successful. So maybe that's something that people might not know. Something else, it is really hard. It's a lot of really early days and really late nights, and it's stressful and it's tiring. I mean, exhausting, really, but worth it.
You did touch on this, but I was wondering who you grew closest to, with the other contestants.
Julia Gagnon. I mean, I'm a bridesmaid in her wedding now. So she's the light of my life. I love her so much.
That's so sweet. Oh my gosh, I love that. Um, what would you say you've learned in this competition, and what's your proudest moment?
I have learned to step outside of the box that I think I made for myself. I've learned how to I've learned stage presence. I didn't have stage presence before. I mean, if you look in that little audition room, I stood with my hands behind my back and just spoke with the judges and went over to the piano. And when I was done, I stayed there. I didn't know what to do. And I've learned how to be on a stage. I've learned how to interact with the crowd and people and be engaged and engaging. I think that that's an experience that I'll be able to take with me forever.
I mean, just, when that, I think the lav mic fell and you just kind of like flipped it. I mean, there's so many things going through your mind, so to be able to concentrate on like not dropping it, that was great. Oh my gosh, great job, great job. Okay,
Thank you.
last question. Of course, we're all wondering what is coming up next? What kind of music, album,
Yeah.
tours, what is coming up for Abby Carter?
See, all of that is in the works. I'm working on it. I think coming out of this, it's hard to just jump right back into something else, but I am working on setting up writing sessions and wanting to release music. I have demos that I would love to release. So I'm just kind of getting my plan together. But I do want to do all that stuff. I want to release music. I want to release an album. I want to go on tour. I want to do all of it. It's just figuring out how I'm going to do that.